The ceasefire was supposed to bring silence, right? But instead, it lasted barely a day. And now the Middle East is once again on the edge, with one of the world's most important oil routes at the center of the storm. We are talking about the Strait of Hormuz, one of the busiest and most strategic waterway on the planet Earth. It is now reportedly shut down again by Iran. And that single move, it has sent shockwaves far beyond the region, because this is not just a local decision, right? It's a global trigger for them. Think about this. Nearly 1/5 of the global oil passes through this particular narrow stretch of water every single day. Tankers, cargo ships, energy supplies, everything flows through here only. And if this route is blocked again, the impact, that's immediate. Global prices surge, market panic, government react. Now, here's where the story turns even more intense. This shutdown, it comes just hours after a fragile ceasefire linked to Mr. Trump's announcement. A deal that was meant to pause the conflict, cool down tension, and create space for diplomacy here. But look what happened. Instead of calm, the region saw escalation, fast, sudden, dramatic. Reports suggest that within minutes, multiple strikes were carried out in Lebanon, linked to operations under Benjamin Netanyahu. In fact, the scale and speed of these strikes, they have raised serious questions. Was this a response, a pre-planned move, or perhaps a signal? And this is where the confusion begins, because Iran claims the ceasefire has been violated. On the other hand, Israel has maintained its position on continuing operations tied to its security concern. So here we have two sides, two narratives, and no clear agreement on what the ceasefire actually covers here. This confusion, it is not just diplomatic, it is dangerous, because when terms are unclear, every single action can be seen as a violation, and every violation becomes a reason to escalate. Iran has now warned of renewed confrontation. The message coming out, it is clear. If pressure continues, the response will follow. And by shutting the Strait of Hormuz, Tehran is not just reacting, it is applying pressure at the global level. In the meantime, global markets are already watching closely. Energy traders are on high alert. Shipping routes are being reassessed. Airlines and cargo operators, they are preparing for longer and costlier routes. Even the hint of disruption in Hormuz, it is enough to shake the system. And this time, it's not just a hint. So what we are seeing right now, it is not just a ceasefire collapsing, it's a chain reaction. Military strike, strategic blockage, conflicting claims, and rising mistrust between all the sides that are involved. And now the bigger question looms, was this truce even strong enough to hold? Or was it always just as temporary pause in a much larger conflict? Because in geopolitics, peace is not just about signing a deal. It's about clarity, it's about control, it's about commitment, and right now all three seems to be slipping away.